Well, the Dancing with the Stars cast was just released today.
I'm in.
And we have Anna Delvey, which is probably the most surprising. And then we also have Tori Spelling. Thank the Lord,
Good
right?
luck to her. She finally got her reality show, Michael.
Yeah, that's right.
She did. She's been waiting. She's been working. But I don't know if this is the one she wanted. But
well, it's the one that's going to pay her bills.
Yeah.
So I think she's happy with that.
Yes, and now we need
children
a reality
will no longer
show.
have to live in a van down by the river.
Right, yeah. Well, hopefully Candy Spelling will be in the audience cheering her on.
Well, if she is, she'll get, they get paid. They get additional payment bonuses for bringing celebrity guests and friends to the show.
Okay.
So whenever you see a celebrity in the audience rooting on or cheering on a particular contestant, that contestant's getting a check.
Oh, the contestant, not the person in the audience?
But I don't know, maybe they get like a split, but I do know that the players get bonuses or the contestants get bonuses when they have famous people show up for them.
I think that's great.
Now we understand why one of the rumored cast members that I was surprised didn't maybe show up was Jason Kelce and or his wife Kylie Kelce, because you would have maybe had a really big person to show up.
Well, they could do Taylor Swift night. It would be great. I mean, they
every
pitched
year, I
that,
think, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
They pitched that though. But no, they would have actual Taylor Swift show up to play instead of the Tonight Show band.
Sure.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yeah. Well, they do have great musicians who play the music, but I kind of feel like you want the real deal.
Yeah, you do. And sometimes that happens.
So I think you're watching this season, Dawn?
I have to see Anna Delvey and see just how weird she is.
Okay.
Does she still have an ankle bracelet on?
Is she going to be dancing with an ankle bracelet?
They're letting her go to do this, actually. They're letting her out of New York.
But she doesn't have an ankle bracelet on?
I don't think so. That would be real clunky on the dance floor.
But they could just bedazzle it.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of awesome.
That could be her thing.
Yeah.
Oh, man. God.
Lean into it.
I think so, too.
I mean, I feel like it'd be better if they were thinner, those ankle bracelets.
Oh, my God. I thought you meant her. I was like, rude. You just called that bitch fat.
Oh, no. I feel like those are so clunky and big, like it's embarrassing, If you're just trying to track someone, then you can make this more, I don't know. It's not like, it shouldn't look like.
Are you doing fashion advice for ankle bracelets?
Yeah. It's just like, it shouldn't look like one of those locks that you put on your steering wheel.
You're saying it should not?
No.
I kind of feel like it should.
I mean, if Elon can put a chip right here behind her head, nobody notices. I think they can get a smaller ankle bracelet
to determine
where you're at.
Further incentive to, I don't know, not break the law?
Well, I guess.
And sometimes people feel cool with it on, I bet. They're like, look at this. Look at my man. He's got this ankle bracelet.
Girl, I'm sorry. Nice try.
The other day, and, he had on an ankle bracelet, and she was with him. So I guess things are good.
He was on house arrest in Target?
I saw a couple.
Oh, I thought you were saying a celebrity. I'm like,
no, a celebrity in my suburban life. Here.
You saw somebody with an ankle bracelet, and the woman said, "That's my man."
I mean, she just had an attitude like, "That's my man." She was hugging and kissing on him and stuff. Like, she was proud to be with him. Her thug boyfriend.
I think my wife would love to be on house arrest in a Target. I think that would be like her dream.
Yeah, I agree.
I guess he was.
Also, if you're on house arrest, can you be at a Target?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I mean, is that you can only go? I'm sure there's certain rules. You can only go within a perimeter. Like you can go to. I mean, you have to feed yourself. You have to go out and get food. You know what I mean?
I don't know. You're right. I guess I am unaware of the ankle bracelet experience.
Policies. I think.
Did you follow them around?
Yeah,
okay.
I followed them around. I was like, oh, looks like you got a dog. Buying some dog food.
Did they really buy dog food?
Yeah. They had it in their cart.
This is the most random conversation we've ever had. And we've had a few.
Yeah.
We should break the law more often so we know what's going on with ankle bracelets. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. And anybody listening, you don't have to.
In the comments.
Tell me about it. Or you can.
Go for it. Let's do some blind items. Let's get it started with this one. This A-list actress won't stop politicking for an expanded role in the next season of the show. It's upsetting some co-stars, and that is why this fellow A-lister tried to take some of the attention away by finally spending some time with her nearly as high on the list boyfriend and made sure to call the Paps. So again, we've got an A-list actress won't stop politicking for an expanded role in next season of the show. It's upsetting some of her co-stars, and that is why this fellow A-lister tried to take some of the attention away by spending time, finally, with her nearly as high on the list boyfriend and made sure to call the Paps.
Is this a show that has been on hiatus for a while?
Uh-huh.
And they just started doing the third season?
I don't know if they're started doing it yet, but they're preparing
They're
for
close.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're talking about Euphoria?
Yep, you got it. So
And that's probably Cindy Sweeney, and then Zendaya must have been with Tom Holland. Or not
There
Tom
you
Holland.
go.
Is it Tom Holland? Yeah, Tom Holland.
you nailed all of it. Yes.
Good job.
Nicely done. I'm just going to keep dinging, just giving you all the dings. But
Ding.
the show indeed is Euphoria. According to the blind item, Sydney Sweeney won't stop politicking for an expanded role in her, what's her name in that show? Like Cassie, I think. Crazy Cassie, I think she called herself. She said, and it's apparently upsetting some of her co-stars. And maybe that's why we saw Zendaya out and about with Tom Holland for the first time in quite some time. And somebody definitely called the Paps before that happened.
Oh, I wonder if they don't like each other. Have there been rumors about
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Oh, really?
There have been heated rumors that one of the biggest hurdles we've had from having a new show is the negotiation of contract. Zendaya saying, I'm going to make at least $1 million an episode, and I'm going to make as much or more than Zendaya is
she
making.
named her.
Or Sydney Sweeney is saying she's going to make as much as Zendaya makes.
Okay, yeah, that's not. Everybody has their own individual contracts. Nobody needs to be comparing themselves to other people's contracts.
Yeah, but they will, and they most certainly do, especially in a show like that, because I imagine if you know that Zendaya's getting XYZ, you're like, well, I better be getting that. Or I'm, you just know that it gets real petty. And by petty, I mean cutthroat.
Yeah, I just think that they're now working in like, what is this person's star power? And that's not something that you can quantify. Like, it's just like she's a bigger star. You can.
I don't know. Sydney Sweeney right now
Yeah.
is like, she is up there. And I would imagine that they're like, I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm just saying I think Hollywood would argue at this point that Sydney Sweeney's like right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Which reminds me of the sports world right now. We're waiting for Jamar Chase, a wide receiver for the Bengals, to sign his next contract. And he says he wants exactly 1 penny more than the Minnesota Vikings' Justin Jefferson. 1 penny.
all
They're
right.
they're college teammates and friends, but it's just really funny.
That is funny.
Very similar to this.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for Sydney Sweeney to get 1 penny more than
Yeah,
Zendaya.
she's like,
So,
I shall have 1 penny more.
Right.
nicely done. Let's continue rolling on through the blind items today. We'll go to this one. Now we know why the fake stories of this A-list model spending time with the retired A-plus lister surfaced 2 months ago. They were trying to boost her notoriety before the big announcement. Judging by the reaction, it didn't work.
Big announcement.
So
A-list model.
Now we know why the fake stories about this A-list model spending time with the retired A-plus lister surfaced 2 months ago. They were trying to boost her notoriety before the big announcement. Judging by the reaction, it didn't work.
Retired.
Was this like a Tom Brady Arena Shaky?
You got half of it.
Oh.
Tom Brady, not Arena Shaky. Shakey's Pizza.
Remember who Tom was with most recently? Rumored to be? People were like, oh, he's with a clone of his ex.
Yeah.
A much younger clone of his ex. We talked about
Schmazel.
the blind items.
Schmunchin.
Is she someone we know by name?
Nope, which is why yes, once you hear
not
it, you will,
really.
but let me reframe the question again. Now we know why these fake stories of this A-list model spending time with Tom Brady surfaced 2 months ago. They were trying to boost her notoriety before the big announcement. Judging by the reaction, it didn't work. Have we had any big announcements recently?
Oh, Dancing with the Stars. So then it's someone that I don't know, and I have
Despite
we
their
just
best
talked
effort.
about it, and literally just went through a whole list, including her. Dawn.
SI A-list.
Yeah, she's a swimsuit model.
Okay.
Her
And
name, you'll know it when I say it probably because of the stories around Tom Brady.
Okay.
Brooks Nader. Remember Brooks Nader we
Brooks
talked
Nader.
about 2 months
Pulled it out
ago?
of my butt, but yes.
I didn't think you would have.
Brooks, I need to get a new sheet.
What's that?
Well, the page that I have for celebrity couples is really getting too full.
Yeah.
And I
We
would
should also go digital.
I wish I wouldn't have written all this dumb stuff at the bottom here that doesn't even make sense. Because I need more room.
Okay. You work on that. Maybe like later.
And I would say the two of your reactions to this blind item perfectly validates this
the
blind
fact that we
item.
completely sidetracked her
Yeah.
because we don't care.
Yeah.
No, but good luck to her, and I hope she does great things on Dancing with the Stars. So what you're saying is it was a build-up to get people excited about a potential announcement, also the actual announcement.
Filling.
Is she not on the show or is she?
She is on the show. So filling in the
okay,
blind
okay.
item, Brooks Nader.
They're saying that it was like, hey, let's get some attention for her.
Yeah. We now know why those fake stories of Brooks Nader and Tom Brady were leaked about 2 months ago. It's because they were trying to boost her notoriety before the announcement of Dancing with the Stars. Judging by the reaction and your 2 reactions to the blind item, it didn't work.
Yeah.
Still,
all right.
nobody knows who she is except her 1.2 million followers.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I mean, people obviously,
know
she's
her,
got a
but-
following, which
yeah.
is why she's on the show. But in terms of hitting the next level,
Yeah.
maybe she'll do so well on the show.
There you go.
My
mean,
my money's on Pommel Horse.
Yeah. Anytime you have an Olympian on the show, I feel like they're professional athletes and they should not
There's
be.
two. Yeah, that other
Yeah,
woman.
two this
What's
year.
her name? The
Rugby player who has taken over social media. And I forgot her name.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can't remember
So we'll
her name
watch the
either.
Olympians closely. Plus, we've got an NBA champion, Dwight Howard.
Yeah. I mean, they just have more stamina, and especially someone in gymnastics in
Oh, sure.
particular.
Well, yeah, they're athletic.
And they can spin a lot and not get dizzy because in dancing, quite honestly,
But they do have the
spotting
dad
is
from
a thing.
Family Matters. I mean, he might go the distance.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's also the cop in Die Hard.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Was he the cop in Die Hard?
Yeah.
I need to go back and watch that.
and he was also a cop in Family Matters, which is kind of.
Yeah, he was
Fun.
a Chicago cop because it was in Chicago.
I think he was typecasted.
They in their photo, they showed a photo of him on this list of him and Urkel, and I thought it was Urkel.
Oh.
And I was like, maybe that's not a good photo to use because everybody's going to be like, oh, I was
Urkel.
kind of hoping it was Urkel.
Yeah, true.
Also, what's the dad from Family Matters up to? That he's
Dancing.
on Dancing with the Stars.
Well, it's ironic you bring that up because let me do this next blind item that I don't think will take very long. Speaking of that particular show, there's no stronger attraction than a thirsty, desperate former A-lister and producers trying to get even C-listers to join their show. This was a match made in attention-seeking heaven. And of course, we're talking about
Tori Spelling.
Yay.
and the
Tori
producers of Dancing with the
Madness.
Stars.
Yeah.
So there you go. That again was quick, easy one. We talked about it actually at the top of the Blinded by the Item, but you guys got it. Let's do another one.
Let's do it. Wow, that was fast.
That was we'll move on from Dancing with the Star blind items to this one. This A-plus lister is furious. Their PR team is on a whole other level than most, but just leaving classified documents out in the open like the A-lister in his field did, that's just insane.
Do you know this, Bradley? You
A-plus
seem like you
lister
did.
is
Okay.
furious. Their PR team is on a whole nother level than most, but just leaving classified documents out in the open like the A-lister in his field did, that's just insane.
I only know this because I saw this story, but Dawn, I want you to figure it out because I think you will not find it difficult at all.
We got a furious A-plus lister who's got a really good PR
don't.
team, and we've got an A-lister in his field.
Okay, is the Furious A-plus lister a woman?
Yes.
Is she a singer?
Yes.
Okay, so she had her
working
contract
late.
lying around.
She's a singer. That's the
She did.
rumors.
Okay, how about A-plus list singer? I mean, this is J-Lo?
Nope.
Think about
Is it Beyonce?
A-list singers who people might suggest were in a publicationship.
Lady Gaga? Madonna? Cher?
No, like publicationship that we've talked about.
A-plus
Adele?
lister.
Like the publicationship to end all publicationships.
Oh. Okay.
And you're not even thinking of it that way because they're so good at it.
Oh, okay. Katy Perry.
Because it's true love.
Because it's true love.
True love.
This person is
What is
higher
that?
currently on the list than every person you've mentioned so far.
Liza Minnelli.
My gay heart
Babs?
thanks you, but no, girl.
Barbra
Think about like the
Streisand?
woman that sells more
The
records
A-list,
than any
A-plus
other
lister
woman.
in singing.
Taylor Swift.
There you go. She's furious. Who would the A-lister in his field be? That has a worse PR team than Taylor apparently does?
Well, I mean, I think her PR team is great. Travis Kelce?
Well, you're right. She's got a great PR team. Let me fill in this blind here because you got all the pieces of it. Taylor Swift is furious. Her PR team is on a whole nother level than most, but just leaving classified documents out in the open like Travis Kelce's did, that's just insane. I don't believe this story for a second.
It's a load of crap. But the
Yes.
story is essentially
It is
that
a
there
load of
was their secret publicationship contract leaked because some boob left it laying around on a table, and there's actual photos of it online. It's delightful.
Oh, God.
Don't misunderestimate the power of a publicationship, though. It's not to say that there couldn't be somewhere contract, but it certainly wasn't printed out on WordPress or not
Contract.
WordPress. Like,
I mean, anybody can type something up and
100%.
fake something.
Yeah, but they literally had people say, like, respond to it, which is what I think is so delightful. Was it his people that responded, or some
His people have fought back. And
the PR
basically,
company
yeah,
like said we're going to sue, blah blah blah.
we're going to take after or go after the people who leaked this because it used his PR team's logo and information at the top of it as if they prepared this document to give to Taylor Swift to sign for this PR
see. Yeah.
media contract.
Which again, I think it's trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
But
says
I will say again, the trash part is that somebody would print it out and that it's a thing. The fact that they responded so quickly, though, says to me, somebody got a little animated. Like, why? What do you got to prove? What you trying to prove?
says comprehensive media plan for Travis Kelce's public relations following breakup with Taylor Swift.
Yeah, there's going to be this whole planned breakup this fall.
Objective, key messages. Okay.
I will say it like reads like something we have seen before. So I like they did a good fake. It's kind of like one of the runes, the Minnesota runestone, where they dug up a rock and thought Vikings, visited Minnesota like hundreds of years before Columbus.
Sure.
I mean, it was a good fake, is what I'm saying.
Okay, I see. Yeah. There's key messages, personal growth, professional focus, respect for privacy. Media strategy is first an official statement. That's all I can see here.
I think it's like Fight Club if the first rule of publicationships is not to print off the publicationship and
just
leave it
leave it
somewhere.
sitting-
I'm pretty sure this is all done through
I don't
handshakes
even
and
think
through
it's I don't think it's even written down.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think it's in everyone's mind. They have to memorize it.
Or if it is, it's like on a, I don't know, like disappearing ink,
Yeah, they did it on Snapchat.
or they have to eat it afterwards. It's like on rice paper.
Got to pee on it to see it.
Oh my gosh.
There's
Things
some
got
like
real weird.
low level
Now, I
PR
will
boob peeing on a piece of paper.
I will say the NFL hype video did come out yesterday, and if you did not see, Taylor Swift was shown 5 times
Yes,
during
she
the
was.
NFL hype video, more than most
Patrick
NFL
Mahomes, right?
quarterbacks.
That was a headline I saw.
It was more than literally every other person. Nobody was shown more than Taylor in that hype video, which, hey, she sells tickets.
Yeah, she does.
She gets eyeballs.
Which is why you have people speculating
Yeah.
about a fake contract, and you have the actual people pushing back against so violently.
And I know they're going to piss a lot of people off by this story, but Travis and Jason have said that she has been making plays. She's been actually doing the X's and O's and like making plays for the game.
Patrick made a joke about that. I don't
Oh, he
think she's
did?
actually doing that.
Oh, I thought, okay.
As much as I respect Taylor Swift and love Taylor Swift, I don't
Like she's like, hey guys,
She's a genius. I think she could. Why not?
I don't think she can make plays better than Andy Reid, who has been making plays for
Say
I'm not a
better
sports.
than.
I'm going with Mike on
years.
this one. Sorry.
Taylor could do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, Mike.
Let's talk
You're a
about-
big Taylor fan.
I'm not that big
You're
of a Taylor
Swiftie.
fan.
You're a Swiftie.
He's not a Kool-Aid drinker.
Let's do another one here. Unless you're new to the blinds, you weren't shocked to hear that everyone is finally catching up with what the former A-list celebrity chef has been doing, and that's hitting the bottle. Usually she does a better job of hiding it. Again, we've got an former A-list celebrity chef, apparently, according to the blind item. It's been hitting the bottle, something that they've talked about for a while now. She usually does a better job of hiding it.
This is Rachel Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a video out there.
Yeah.
She just, here's my thing about this, is that the way she looks shouldn't be criticized because, hey, don't compare her to herself like 15 to 20 years ago. No one's going to look that way.
For sure.
She's gained some weight. She's not wearing makeup and she has glasses on as far as that goes. You know what I mean? But
I will say I watched the video and I was surprised. I was like, that doesn't seem like Rachel Ray to me. I will say I did not buy into this whole idea that she was like stroking out or, completely bombed. Like it seemed like maybe I haven't watched Rachel Ray in years, but I was like, oh, she seems a lot older than I remember. That said, I don't think it's nice to show up in the comments and
I hope she can get the help she needs. She clearly has a problem.
Do we have a name for that behavior? Which I think there should be. Somebody should coin that phrase, like where you show up in the comments.
Signaling.
Well, it's not even virtue signaling because you're masking your assness.
Yeah, your assiness.
Yeah. Like
I think it's
you're
masked
trying to, well,
askiness.
and tabloids do this all the time. They're like, well, the very articles themselves, like fans are concerned.
Yeah.
Are they? Or do you just want to say it, but you can't say it because then people will call you out?
Right.
So anyway, if there is something going on with her, like all people that have things go on with them, we would just say, good luck to her. I hope she gets the help that she needs.
Well, that's the part that I'm like, what if she doesn't need any help?
Yeah,
It's
and
assuming
she might
that
not.
she needs help.
She might not, but she might.
This is one that has, as the blind item refers to, there's been weird, I don't know, real, unreal, I don't know, but there's been speculation about this literally
while.
as like a decade ago.
Yeah.
I saw articles about this. So like it's something that people have rumored for a long time. So now
Also-
there's any indication that they can jump on that and say, see, we told you, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
I will say also there's nothing that people do get addicted to drugs and alcohol. That's like a real thing. So if that is the case, again, we hope she gets the help that she needs. But if you've got a real concern, and we said this how many times? I feel like we just said this yesterday, or I said something like this. Go to her DMs and leave her a note. Like, who are we just talking about in the comments? People doing this. It's like, if you have a direct concern, reach out to the person and show your concern instead of just like, doing it in the comments. What was that story?
I don't
We just
know.
talked about it.
I recall
Remember?
us saying that. Yeah.
Well, it's a common behavior.
And I think in order to appear more like the people, she's really like a down to earth, like, hey, I'm doing this 30-minute meal, whatever. She would drink wine during it. She would have a glass of rosé. And so people are bringing that up now. And it's like, yeah, people have a glass of wine when they're drinking. It's okay, as long as it's not like she has a box of wine in the fridge and she just opens it up and pours it into her mouth. Has anybody ever done that?
Are you telling a story?
Me.
I maybe have taken the bag out of the box to squeeze every last drop out of it. Yes, but I'm also
Good to the
20
last
years
drop.
sober now,
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I'm just going to say good luck to her.
Yeah.
Let's do another quick blind item here as we will wrap things up today with this one. With so many companies dependent on the success of this A-list singer's success, they continue to shove her down our throat. She doesn't need press like she used to, but that is not the case for her foreign-born A-list, in quotes, boyfriend. That is why his people are making sure that he's mentioned in every single story that she is mentioned in. Yeah.
Wait, I know this is obvious, but I've lost the parts.
Okay, there's so many companies dependent on the success of this A-list singer that because they just continue. That's why they continue to shove her down our throat. And she doesn't need the press like she used to, but that's not the case for her foreign-born A-list actor, quote, boyfriend. His people are making sure every time she's mentioned, we mention him as well.
Oh.
Well, I originally then thought Oh, it's not Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
Oh.
Is she still with Barry?
Yeah, according to the blind items, they've
why do
broken
I
up,
feel
but
like-
according to the blind items, they're still together. So I
Okay.
don't know. It's hard to tell in the blind items.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every time she has a new story that comes out, like most recently, she just had this downloadable only song that was an expansion of her latest short and sweet album. And when that dropped, he was immediately there making a comment on it.
Oh.
They're going, I love it so much, and I love you.
And every time there's a story about her, we hear about him. And I think the first part here, because there's been lots of stories, but, I think like whether it's Spotify or there's a lot of people that are really invested in her success. And I think Spotify has an attachment to that, which is why people are saying Spotify, the algorithms, everything are making sure we hear everything we can about Sabrina Carpenter at all times.
Well, and that's been the rumor with
Yeah.
her from the beginning, kind of like they did with Billie Eilish, that
Yes.
she was a industry plant.
Yes.
But you are no industry plant, Mike. And if
bet.
you were a big Monstera plant, with the big leaves that everybody loves to have in their house because you're real cool. You are cool, just like the blind items you bring us every day. We're on the radio on My Talk. We've got a podcast that you can download wherever you get your podcasts. And we are also on YouTube where you can see our bright and shiny faces giving you every day a bunch of
Blinded by the item.
Bye.
Blinded by the item.